Hello and welcome to another theme build video. I am Sphinx STO and today we will be going over the build on the Legendary Kelvin Timeline Constitution. This is Captain Celsius of the Kelvin Timeline Constitution USS Fahrenheit. And here we are at the bridge, ready to go over the setup on this ship. But before we do that, if you like what you see, you can subscribe to the channel. You can join my Discord, there's a link down below. And if you want to see more of Star Trek Online, I stream that game on Twitch every week, and some other games in between. And finally, the music you're hearing in the background is made by me and is available on Spotify. So let's dive straight into it. So here we have the ship. We have some Kelvin Timeline phaser emitter arrays, re-engineered to damage times 4, and epic out all of them. We also have the Kelvin Timeline Photon Torpedo. This one is not as powerful as other torpedoes, but it fires faster. For the deflector, impulse, warp core and shields, I'm using more or less my standard gear. I'm using the colony deflector. We have the competitive engines and the 2-piece from Discovery Reputation, warp core and shield. In the back we also have more phaser arrays, of course. And devices, we have the reactive armor catalyst from the Iconian War. We have the energy amplifiers from R&D on beams level 10. Then you can craft those. Then we have the deuterium surplus that you get access to after you have done the mission Skirmish in the Davidian Arc, and then you can do a patrol in the Elhina system, and then you can start crafting them from your engineering R&D tab. And then we have the Kobayashi Maru from an event. And since most of my ships are X-upgraded, I have an extra slot here which I chose to put in a vulnerability locator. Other than that, we have the Point Defense Bombardment Warhead from the Legendary NX. We have the Weaponized Helical Torsion from the Legendary Crossfit. Then we have a lobby item, Bioneural Infusion Circuits. Then we have the broadside emitter arrays from the Kelvin Dreadnought, the Vengeance. Just makes sense to put it on here. And since I do not have DPRM on this one, I am using the M6 computer that you get from a tier 3 ship in the shipyard. It costs a bit of dilithium. And then I also use the assimilated module for a bit of crits. And finally the Domino, which is a really good console that gives you phase damage and a lot of other good stuff like firing cycle haste, bonus all damage, and recharge speeds on bridge officer abilities, and also recharge on the torpedoes. On the trait side, I'm using beam training, fleet coordinator, operative. We have a good day to die, as all tactical captains should be using. Then we have Inspirational Leader, we have Thrill Seeker, Unconventional Systems, Techie to keep you alive a bit, Intelligence Agent Attaché, and also Innocuous, and the Boimler effect for cooldowns. Starship traits, we are using Emergency Weapon Cycle from the Arbiter. We have Improved Critical Systems from the Recruitment System. Then we have the Overpower and Overgunned from the Legendary Defiant. We have Entwined Tactical Matrices from the Gagarin. We have the Target-Rich Environment from the Kelvin Dreadnought, the Vengeance. And finally, we have the Best Diplomat from the Legendary Constitution. Base Reputation, we are using Precision, Advanced Targeting Systems, Enhanced Armor Penetration, Advanced Engines, and finally Magnified Firepower. On the stations we are using Tractor Beam, Charge Particle Burst, Override Subsystem Safeties, and a little bit Chemosight onto the torpedoes, which goes on Spread 1, and then we have Attack by the Beta 1 and Fire at Will 3. Then we have Emergency Power Engines with the Duty Officer from the Phoenix pack that just cools down evasive maneuvers. We have Unstable Warp Bubble. This comes from the Iconian War. Emergency Powered Weapons 3 and Directed Energy Modulation 3. And then we have Jam Targeting Sensors and Hazard Emitters. So we have the Phoenix Emergency Con hologram, we have Agent Nerul, it gives hull restoration while under attack by beta. I have a projectile officer, recharge torpedoes, 2 of those, and then we also have Law, so I have 3 of those. And also we have Marion Francis Domer for energy drain reduction while using directed energy modulation. And that's the entire setup on this ship, so let's take it into battle and see what she can do.